Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a CC cheat sheet, guys. So one of my favorite series on the channel. It's the one that you guys all love so much. We're going to be doing a CC cheat sheet. This is where we pick a topic, we talk about it for an entire round, and it's geared towards helping the newer players, or you know, the CC players, I would say. So this will range from, you know, putting to course management. Today we are going to be going over course management, so why don't we just talk about that. Course management is tee to green, where you're thinking you might want to land the ball, where the best spot for the ball is to putt, why you may not want to miss to the left in some areas. Like, very important part of the game. We're going to talk about that today. It's a video we've done in the past, but where I'm still a little bit rusty from my time off. I think this is the best way to do it, because this is something that even when you're a little rusty, even when your swing's not quite right, you can always do course management, right? You can always work your way around the course. So that being said, let's get into it. I know this video is a little bit late. Most of you have played your first rounds and second already, but I think the general gist of the video is gonna be good for us. So first things first, we always gonna look at our settings, right? So you're playing the back tees pin 1, medium winds, default wind, very firm fairways, and then default greens and default green speed. So anything default, you're gonna come up here, right? So we're gonna have firm and fast 7.9s, which I think are 155s. Let's get right into it. If you guys wouldn't mind, guys, drop a like for the video. It does really good things for the video. It helps push it to more people, and I would really appreciate that. Also, if you're new here, consider subscribing. A lot of you do watch and are not subscribed, so you know, help a guy out, would we? All right, short little hole. You could definitely just play 3-wood up here if you want. If you're a longer hitter, you can definitely hit driver over this. Try a little bit of backspin. Try to take a good swing at it. This should clear. And then this leaves you a little pitch shot. So as far as the course management goes, right, if you don't want a pitch shot, you play a 3-iron, you play a 3-wood, right? And that gives you 120 yards. You have a nice wedge, a full wedge in hand, all that good stuff. So if you don't mind having a pitch shot, you blast it over. Now we look at the green, right? We're always looking at the green. Where's the best spot to putt from? There's a lot of good spots on the screen you can putt from. This is not one of them, right? You got a big breaking putt, not big breaking, but you have a breaking putt the whole way. If you're just past the hole, they are fast, so they'll run. But if you can get this to stop in here somewhere, like the putt's not bad, over here's not bad. This is a little worse because it's downhill, but it's still not awful. So I think what we're going to do is, we're going to take this 79, we're just going to loft it just a bit, spin it just a bit, and then we're going to try to just stick one just past the hole.
Here we go. Come on, green.
Okay, that's not bad. It's still rolling out quite a bit. These greens are quick. 169s. So they're 169s, which explains why that rolled out about 7 or 8 feet past where I wanted it to. But still, look at this putt. Really nice.
This putt's going. Lovely to see.
Plop it into the center, and you're good to go. We will start speeding our way up as we go through this. I'm not going to talk about every single thing, but just know these are the things we're talking about. Par 5, 506 wins into you just a tiny bit, but it does not matter. Just try to find your fairway, right? On par 5s, the fairways are the most important thing you can do. Gives you an opportunity to get up there and try to get your eagle, right? So, again, par 5, you do have a little backstop here. If you get this up into this pot, it will come back down. But the best spot to putt is just on the green. Even just from here on the green, the putt is not bad at all. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to take this. It's up 6 feet, so we're losing a couple. This probably lands in here somewhere. I do think this will bounce up. They're very firm fairways. A horrendous swing. And now we're gonna get to, see what happens when we don't hit a good shot. This is exactly why I wanted to make a course management video for today, and not anything else, because my tempo is going to be all over the place. All right, we got an uphill lie. This is a full shot, 25 yards. I'm actually going to take a little spin off of it. I'm going to hit this 100%. And it's perfect.
Work out of that bunker.
So that's just experience, right? I have a 36-yard club there. I got the worst possible lie, which is like 65 to 70% out of that bunker. Uphill lie. I know from experience that 100% full backspin, full spin goes about 23 yards, 24 yards. We had 25 yards left, right? So I just take a little bit of the spin off it so it doesn't spin back and it just releases a tiny bit. And that's how we knew that number would be good. Tough hole, right? You obviously don't want to miss right. You have this little helping slope if you're left. The best spot to putt is in here, but we're not gonna press that, right? You don't want to press that. The worst thing you can do here is make a huge mistake and be slow. So we're gonna overcompensate, hit it fast. You're gonna use this slope to bail you out. And you're just going to take what you can get, which is a putt that's really not that bad. Right, so our tempo's not good. We weren't feeling comfortable over that shot like we normally would be. We use that slope as a bailout, and you don't end up in the water. Then it's all about making the putt, which is where I'm the most rusty in this game currently. And we missed the putt. So there you go. Some of you that don't know me are going to watch this video and think, this guy has no clue what's going on. And that's fair. That is fair right now. Drivable hole. I have to partial this. Or I have to hit... This isn't enough, though. I'm going to partial this. You can't hit it fast. I hit it fast, but the wind is actually helping us, and with the push, it's fine. I wanted to land a little bit more to the right, because this just feeds you all the way to the left. But, you know, we'll take that. That's a good shot. It's going to give you an opportunity at the very least. So they're fast greens, right? So we definitely want to put spin on this. We're actually going to loft this up a little bit, too, because we're at the max distance that we can go, or the minimum distance we can go. I should put it that way. Started out too far to the right. And we are just going to have to clean up our birdie here.
Looking pretty good.
And we do. Pretty simple. Got to make sure you spin on those short shots, especially when they're downhill.
And this hole is a long par.
All right, a lot of water on this course. This is a test of how much you want to take on, right? So the further right you go, the more chance you have of this. Obviously, if you hit left, it's not good. I feel pretty comfortable with my swing. We're going to aim right here.
Oh, you hit that one well.
We hit a good shot, and this opens right up into the biggest part of the fairway. So that's a test of tempo, guys. If your tempo's not feeling good, play it safe, put it in the bunker. It's okay to put the ball in the bunker. It's never okay to put it in the water. All right, so looking at the screen, sometimes I would say, you know, 127 for 127. I'm just going to loft this up 3 yards, let it bounce and be good. But look at this green. It all feeds down. We know they're fast. I'm going to take one less. I'm going to de-loft and spin this just a tiny bit. This is going to add like 4 or 5 yards. The wind's going to add a couple. And then I'm going to let this try to trickle down the hill. That's my goal here. We hit it really fast, so we're not going to get to see exactly what I was looking for. Or we will at just a bad angle. But lands a little short. It does trickle out just past the hole. Distance was really good. If I had hit it the way I wanted to, it would have gone about a yard shorter. That big, fast, added distance. We would have probably been hole high. And it's just about making your putt, which we're going to struggle with today. We've really struggled with our putting. 400 through 5, and we've missed a bunch of tempos, right? So this goes to show you why course management, you can still play well if you're not playing at your best. That's a bad swing. I pulled it, luckily. So I play for a push personally. I pulled that ball, which saved me because the swing was really, really slow. All right, I have to partial this. I know this is a 96% lie, but it's still just not enough. I want to play this in here somewhere. I want to just clear this bunker. It's a bad swing again. All right, we're going to find this bunker. That's okay, though. We should be able to get up and down from here. This is really ending up as a great example as a course management. So 19 yards this time, right? We knew 24 was full, right? For these longer bunker shots, it's slightly downhill. I eyeball most of these, right? So 100 is way up here. It's way too much. For a 70% lie like this, you can usually just go past the hole on a longer shot about this far. We're going to play our angles. And we hit a really bad shot. If we had hit close to a good tempo, we'd be near the hole. But unfortunately, we hit a very slow one. We lose some distance there. Leaves us a little bit of a tester of a putt.
This putt's good so far.
But we make it. So we have not played good golf, but we are 5 under through 6. We're far from our best stuff. Far from it.
On the 7th hole. Let's see what we can do.
This hole, you cannot get there, but you can definitely hit driver full here, especially with the wind helping. I pulled this one as well.
This could roll
and this might be trouble unless we get a kick. We do not. So we hit the pull instead of the push. And this is a hole where you're short-sided, out of the rough. We get a bad lie, and now you're just trying to make par. So we're going to call this 70% lie, right? So we're going to lose 33 yards. So we're looking at 80 yards, call it. And the wind, it's not quite enough. This is too much, but you know what? I'm gonna deal off this a little bit and then put a bunch of spin on it. The only thing I care about here is clearing the water. It should release out of the rough if I hit the rough. I think with this deal off though, it gets there. Yeah. And we're going to let this run off. This is a hole that you just... If you miss the fairway on the first shot, you're just trying to make par. If you chip in, that's a bonus. And we do not. We played it safe enough, though. Used all the spin out of the heavy rough. That's a birdie hole until you miss the fairway. Then it becomes a par hole all day. So you don't play the hole well, that's okay, you move forward. Alright, another tee shot where you just have to be precise with your aim.
Well, you made good contact with that one.
It's a full driver, sneak it right through those bunkers. Okay, it's another shot where we can use D-loft and loft to our advantage to gain a couple yards. And then it's all about your aim. And we hit another bad tempo. It's going to leave us out to the left here. My tempo has been absolutely horrendous today, guys. Down an inch. Now, this is just depends how you want to play it, right? Do you want to hit this nice and firm and try to take some of this breakout? The answer for me is yes, because sometimes with these downhill putts, they'll do weird things on you. This one you just hit nice and firm. Left edge. It should not push it. It should not miss left, right? And it shouldn't have enough to push it all the way to the hole. So You can hit 3-wood here, or you could bunt the driver, which is what I'm going to do. We're going to hit it really poorly, and we're actually going to hit it full. We might have put this in the water. And that is how you don't course manage. But mistakes were made. Bring this back to a flat spot. You can still get this up and down. So you make a mistake, it's okay. Up 4, we're going to do the little D-loft trick again. We're using that a lot in this round. There's a lot of good spots for it. It doesn't need much on this one. A little tiny D-loft, a little tiny spin. Got to hit a good tempo this time, though. We do hit a good tempo. This should give us a pretty good chance to make our putt.
Okay, here's a power putt. This one's on a good line.
So no harm, no foul, guys, right? You put one in the water. You made a big mistake. That's where you settle down. You settle in. You just try to put a good second shot on it. You can still clean up your par without getting yourself in too much trouble. I meant to hit that drive about 90%. But we hit it 98. And we put one in the rough, guys, again. So we had that big old fairway to hit. We instead decided to hit it really fast. The course management has not been great because you're trying to find fairways, right? So knowing my tempo's been good, I need to start aiming, you know, for the miss, basically. All right, gonna club up. We're just trying to kind of get this on the green if we can. Take a putt and take a par. If it ends up anywhere near the hole, we've done really well. I don't think it will, though. It's going to roll up there. It's never going to stop, right? So that's all you could ask for. Just take a putt. 44 feet. See, look at that. They put us past the hole. On these long putts, I want to bring this thing to the hole because you're probably going to overpower it a little bit. You don't want to run these off on 169s. They can get away from you really fast.
Get there. Oh, that'll work.
You drain a long putt and you make a birdie where you shouldn't. So we missed the fairway. We put a good second swing on it just to get it back in play, and then sometimes you get lucky and you make a long putt. All right, this one you can definitely clear this bunker, right? I'm just going to put a little backspin on it. The wind is helping. Tempo's good there. We short swung it a little bit, but the backspin helped us carry over. Notice how I'm always checking my lie, too. You guys should always, if you're not checking your lie, you should, right? Because that affects what's going to happen. So 69, up a yard. I can actually just put, like, that much loft is enough, I think. We hit it fast. This is going to launch this thing. Should still kind of bite, though. It really doesn't. Firm and very fast. It runs it down the hill a little bit. I did know there was a hill there.
15 feet.
Fast put us offline. It gave us more of that hill to work with. We do have an uphill putt, though.
Well, it's heading towards the hole.
Line it up, you make it, right? So 8 under par. Even with our some pretty bad golf, we've done all right here. All right, par 3. All right, we're looking at the green. Anywhere up near the hole is good. Just to the left of it is probably the best spot. We're going to de-loft and loft this. I mean, de-loft and spin this a little bit. Try to help this get there. It's a good swing this time. This is, if it stops where I want it to, it's going to end up being right where I wanted to land this, which is exactly in this area. It's a beautiful shot, and this should be a really simple putt.
And this is your look at birdie.
Slam it in there. Good birdie. That was perfectly played. Exactly how you wanted to draw that up.
This one's a par 4 hole.
All right, we got another drivable, risky par 4, right? So you can easily drive this. so easily, it's almost an issue. I'm going to hit this 3-wood. I'm going to full spin it. And then I'm going to play it a little on the safe side. And then I'm going to hit it really fast and be even safer. That's okay to miss your tempo like that, right? So I played that way safe out to the left. If I'd hit a good shot, you know, good tempo, it might end up either in this bunker or, you know, just like in here somewhere. We hit it really bad. It ends up over here instead, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to bring this back. And then I'm just going to try to partial the flop. This should spin back a little bit, or at least stop.
Here we go. This drops and you get a bird. Looking good.
We take our birdie.
Good job. That's
Not too bad. Hopefully you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, what when we're playing, or hopefully I'm explaining it enough. If I'm not explaining it enough, definitely let me know, guys. So you have this, on this hole, you have this crease, right? You have this hill here. You want to get up over that crease. The rest of it's okay. Like, if you're anywhere up in this area, it's all really flat. This is obviously a tough shot to hit. So over here is okay, too. There's nothing wrong with that. This one we are going to loft a little bit. So we're going to loft a couple yards off of this. Play this to the left side. Let the wind kind of get it over there.
Well, I think this will find the surface.
And if it sits in the back corner of this hole, it's a really good shot. And this should be a dead flat putt.
Pin high. 3 feet to go.
Don't have to move the cursor.
After that, when you're sitting
Nice
at
cleanup.
11 under, loading up for a par 5 here.
All right, par 5. It's a short hole. You could probably reach this with a 3-wood. I think if you just de-loft this, take a little bit off it. Try to control it a little bit more. It's a bad swing, but
Tee shot.
because we de-lofted it, I think we're actually going to get away with it. So that just helps you control your flight path, right? So I hit a big fast there, but because I sent it so low, it never got a chance to get way offline. All right, so this wind is not strong. It's probably going to take like 5 yards off this. So like we're looking at 226. Obviously too long. But if I loft this up, this goes to 25. And then the wind is probably going to take like 9. Right, so this probably lands in here. I'm just trying to hit anything in this neighborhood. I'm also going to play a little left of where I think I should be in case I hit it a touch slow. And then we're going to launch this thing up. And everything over here starts feeding to the hole. So it does feed to the hole. It's tough to stop and it runs off, and that's okay. That's a really good shot. This gives you a good opportunity. Super tough eagle hole. Wow.
Judged on that one.
We lip out. That's okay. You take your birdie, right? We don't complain. Well, I do complain about birdies sometimes, but we're not going to today. Today's not that day. Par 4. Again, I think we can just kind of control this one down. This time we hit a big slow, and this we get away with the big slow.
Little play.
As you can see, guys, the tempo has just really been not there at all today. We're still just working around it, though. So this 178, I do think the wind takes off like 4 yards here, but I think this is perfect. I'm going to play this. I'm going to accept if this is just a tiny bit short. Slow again. We might be looking at another bunker shot.
Well, better luck next
Tempo
time.
is not good. Uphill.
This is very sandy.
All right, this is where now sometimes you can kind of make a run if you want. All right, so we have an 83 to 89% lie. The behind the hole is not awful. You could just play full spin, full loft right here, and this would land you right next to the hole. There's times you can get a little aggressive, right? So 83 to 89%. We're gonna read this like a putt, and we're gonna try to hole it. So from here forward, right, we're gonna be running right to left. So I'm going to play this at the hole. This is going to shoot out to the right. And then I'm going to let this try to work its way back left. And that's how you call your shot. That's also how you make a really bad second shot. And you can work your way into making more bunker shots. So I've been working... That's new to my game. Running a bunker shot up like a putt. But it's very situation dependent. It really depends what's behind the hole and what's in front of it. So there's a little bunker action for you. Par 4, 455. It's a short hole. Gotta be kind of careful here. Tried to partial one up there. I think we could have hit 100%. I was just a little nervous about going long there.
This one's about 125 yards out.
All right, this is a classic. You're just in between, right? So I'm just going to take a little bit off of it. Could have put a good swing on it this time around. It's a little long, but it's going to be in an okay spot on the green.
Okay, 13 feet to the hole. The putt appears to be on line.
All right, it's close to straight. That little line just pushed it. We are a flawless on the back nine with a lot of bad tempos. 14 under around. It's not bad. We could definitely be playing better, but super long par 3 to finish. I'm going to use spin. So this is going to gain a couple extra yards. This should land like 217 maybe. It's a firm, and then we have to hope that it bites when it lands.
There we go. Nice contact on that one.
This could be good. Now release out. Oh, so good. Really great finishing shot. Played it perfectly. Wow, we almost missed the putt, but it's a really good back nine, guys. 15 under par. I hope that helped you out. If it did, definitely leave a like for me. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next week, because we will be doing these CC cheat sheets every week. And appreciate everybody watching. See you tomorrow for another video.